Chevron is one of the biggest companies in the world when it comes to energy. It is an energy company based in the United States, with its main office in San Ramon, California. It is a global company that is known all over the world and does business in about 180 countries. The company does business with gas, oil, and geothermal energy, among other forms of energy. Exploring these kinds of energy is at the heart of what the company does. This includes a large research and development effort. Also, their main activities include refining, production, transportation, making chemicals, making electricity, selling and marketing their products. Chevron is one of the 6 largest oil companies in the world. Fortune 500 has also named it one of the top 5 companies in the United States. It is one of the biggest companies in the world in terms of sales. Chevron Marketing Strategy and Marketing Mix, 4 Ps. Chevron's marketing strategy looks at the company using the 4 Ps, product, price, place, and promotion, as a framework. Based on Chevron's marketing mix, these business plans help the brand do well in the market. Let's start with Chevron's marketing strategy and mix to figure out how it prices its products, advertises, and gets them to customers. Chevron Product Strategy. The company's product strategy and mix can be described as follows. Chevron sells all kinds of things that have to do with oil, geothermal energy, and natural gas. Their marketing mix includes lubricants, petrochemicals, additives, and fuels as part of their product plan. Chevron sells clean energy sources like hydrogen, geothermal, wind, fuel cells, biofuel, and solar power. It divides its goods into 2 groups, those for drivers and those for businesses. For drivers, there are fuels and gas stations. For companies, there are special fuels for the marine and aviation industries, as well as additives, chemicals, fuels, base oils, and process fuels. Jet fuels and aviation gasoline are part of the aircraft supplies. It has special marine lubricants for companies that deal with boats. Chevron's base oil has isodoxine in it, and their process oil has Paralux in it. Ursa, Oramet, and Delo are some of the other items that the company makes. Chevron Pricing Strategy. Here is Chevron's pricing approach, which is part of its marketing plan. Chevron and ExxonMobil are both trying to be the market leader, and Chevron has been second for a long time. This means that both companies have an effect on the prices of goods on the market. Chevron has the power to raise fuel prices and change the prices on the market. The company sets prices instead of just taking what the market will allow. The price of a barrel of oil around the world affects the company because that price is used to set prices for all of the company's petroleum goods. To keep its business customers coming back, the prices of its business goods are competitive. It has a lot of oil and a big footprint around the world, which gives it the power to change prices. Chevron's pricing strategy is built on competition, but since it is a fuel company, prices are also affected by government pricing, demand, and other factors. Place and distribution strategy of Chevron. Chevron has businesses in South Africa, Australia, the U.S. Gulf Coast, Southeast Asia, South Korea, and the West Coast of North America. The company gets its fuel and substances to its customers through stations set up in strategic locations. The company also moves fuel with the help of its Chevron Pipeline Company. It also has its own shipping business, which runs a fleet of ships that move its fuel. They either own the ships or rent them to move fuel and oil goods. Chevron's marketing and advertising plan. In Chevron's marketing plan, this is how they plan to promote and advertise. Unlike its rival ExxonMobil, which promotes itself and its place with a lot of force, Chevron promotes itself based on its CSR. Through paper ads, the company promotes itself by doing things that help the community. The print ads have sensitive, community-friendly messages that show how important it is to help small companies and support the local community. Chevron says that it's important to help the community where the company is based, or that it's a big business's moral duty to support and help small businesses. So that's it for Chevron's marketing mix. Now can you find the answer for this question? How does Chevron set its prices for petroleum goods? A. Based on government pricing regulations. B. According to the market demand and supply forces. C. In competition with other fuel companies like ExxonMobil. To randomly changing prices without a set strategy. Write your answers in the comment section below. Statement of marketing goal. The company's goal is to do business all over the world, which it is already doing successfully. Their main plan is to use new and creative technologies so they can take advantage of more market possibilities. Chevron's main goal is to help its clients find more efficient ways to deal with their energy needs. This will help increase the amount of energy supplies in the future. Chevron's goals for marketing. Chevron figures out its marketing goals for the long run. So, these goals are planned carefully so that the company can also keep an eye on what will happen in the future. Among these goals are to keep sellers and partners on the same page, to learn more about the customer group so that the right people can be targeted, to plan sales actions based on what customers need and what they like, to keep an eye on the business strategies and organizational structures of rivals and to know what their plans are for the future. Marketing tools. Chevron uses a number of methods to sell its products. Most of the time, though, the company keeps its attention on its efforts to show that it is a socially responsible business. The company's We Agree advertising effort is shown on TV. These ads were shown in different forms, such as promoting education, fueling growth, shale gas, global natural gas, renewable, technology, community, and small business. It also uses print ads to get people to pay attention to these issues. Marketing strategies. Chevron Corporation's marketing plan has been focusing more on upstream and downstream strategies for the past few years. Upstream strategy is focused on making energy, while downstream strategy is used in the processing and chemical industries. Chevron's main focus is on finding and making energy, but they are still focused on selling electricity and natural gas and shipping and transporting chemicals and oil goods. This paper will be about the marketing techniques that Chevron has used over the past few years. Distribution strategy in the marketing strategy of Chevron. Chevron Corporation has been around since 1879. It puts a lot of money into its people, resources, and operating excellence. It has 11 refineries that make, sell, and move premium base oils, fuels, and lubricants under the Chevron, Texaco, and Caltex brands. These products are sold at more than 14,000 retail locations, some of which belong to companies with which they are connected.